Hey, how are you? I'm going to present now the system, the B9 Sigma system, in our more in the slides so you can see the step-by-step process. So I hope that you enjoy it. See you next week.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Alvaro Espinosa again with B9 Sigma Consulting Group. So this presentation I'm going to be sending through LinkedIn to my specific clients and basic or potential, I would say, companies that I think that can benefit from what we do in B9 Sigma. In B9 Sigma, we help manufacturers to cut 10 to 20%, sometimes 30, 40%, but you may understand that it depends on where you are in terms of your improvement and continuous improvement culture and your cost reduction culture. But normally, yeah, we see cases where 30%, 40% are achievable. So this number right here may be even bigger. So we help them to cut the total manufacturing cost. That includes, we're going to discuss that, what we're talking about, what segments or parts of the manufacturing cost we are talking about. And we can do that in 6 months or less, depending, of course, how much resources, how much focus, and what is the leadership that at the factory can follow our direction and our system. And of course, while we do that, at the same time, which is kind of a natural, you improve your customer satisfaction, you improve your delivery, and you also improve your product quality overall, because most of the cost it comes from what is called cost of poor quality. That's the key element here. Cost of poor quality is what actually increments your operational cost. So we're going to discuss how we deal and resolve that. So where are the areas of opportunity? So we all know this. The areas of opportunity are basically the defects. One of the most natural areas of opportunity is defects. Material that comes back from the customer, return material from customers, reworks and over inspection, right? Low yields, scrap. This is in the factory waste of material that needs to be reprocessed, but also thrown away. Accidents, right? Of course, this is one of our main focus is safety, security in our people. Cost of course, those lives is what you need to focus most, but overall for the company also represents a big cost in insurance cost and basically turnover and they lost for events. Of course, another one that is very prevalent is low efficiency. Throwing people at the job without understanding the resources and what is the rates and how to manage production normally is the biggest piece. What we found is that just planning, just production control, just understanding kitting material on time, understanding your shortages, taking care of the production plan, product model changes, preventive maintenance scheduling, all of that that is connected to this part, which is the low efficiencies in the equipment. All this is linked to provoke that your labor costs are elevated and you have a tremendous amount of waste on not attaining your production plans. And of course, you end up paying high costs in expedited freight for inbound, material that you were not planning correctly as to outbound to your end customers to avoid line down situations. So you pay a lot of money in this area as well. So overall, that comes down to very unhappy customers. For all these issues are basically not only elevating your cost and lowering your profitability, but also you are losing business share for these inefficiencies. So most companies don't even understand how this ecosystem works, and here in Nine Sigma, we help you to basically prioritize these problems and start really changing the trajectory of your company on these issues. So again, basically what we do is we bring profitability up, right? That's the end result. When you resolve all these issues, naturally, when you reduce your manufacturing cost, the profitability improves. You establish a culture, not only one time, but a culture where every employee looks to go and give you, improvements in their workplace and in the way of doing things. And that culture is what guarantees continuous improvement. And this is what our logo goes, is to just provide that curve of improvement. You will have efficiency improvement in labor, efficiency improvement in your equipment, your assets. You will reduce the scrap production, right? Or waste. You won't need as much inventory, which will give you the cash relief that we all need as people, but also as company, more especially so in these COVID-19 times. So you will have this cash reduction release from inventory reduction. You will have happy customers because your on-time delivery is going to improve. You will reduce your the loss of poor quality is what I was talking about overall, and your manufacturing lead time is going to be reduced. You can actually reduce your labor force because if you run efficiently, you will know that you can actually probably get rid of one shift that you don't need and don't pay for that guards or extra power or extra air conditioning cost. And so you have all kinds of benefits just to improving your efficiencies hour by hour. You will improve your customer satisfaction, and we will look for also opportunities for automation. Will give you the profitability that will be required in the future. So you need to be anticipating to that factory 4.0 reality that we're going to be living in the next, I don't know, 2 to 3 years. So you need to be looking for opportunities to establish that in your organization. So all of that is based on a very basic system. This system looks for basically establish in 4 phases, understand where you are, what is your gap analysis towards an operational excellence standard. That basically you're going to be comparing yourself to the best in class, and you will have your delta analysis to say, okay, in these areas, my company needs to be better. And this is, we use the Harvard Business Review, assess a plan fast gap analysis. We develop a specific one for quality, another one for lean manufacturing best practices. So we go and say, okay, how far or how far we are for a Toyota production system. Let's put it just that way right now. How far we are for that standard, right? And then you start basically understanding how far you are, and from here we also understand where are the areas that you need to address. And many times you also know you need, to improve the training of your people, but also you may need to replace some key positions. So you need to really go and replace some that leadership. And right now there is some good talent out there. So you better be looking to, okay, how can I get my next, um, Lionel Messi in for soccer, or how can I get, my next big star player into my as part of my gap analysis. It's not only about equipment, not about practice on maintenance, but also in the caliber of your people and your training system, right? All that we provide that assessment. Phase one. Phase two, most of consulting firms don't do this. We help you to establish a 90-day plan for containment actions. Basically, you probably have some issues with your quality control, you have some issues with your maintenance, you have some issues in your supply chain, your production plan is not connected, whatever it is. So we go and make sure that you get this addressed. So let me just turn off this WhatsApp, because otherwise we're gonna start hearing those sounds. so we do that. The next aspect is that we go and from that containment, which has to do with on-time delivery most of the time. I mean, one of the biggest pieces is we check with on-time delivery and quality. So you deliver quality product, you qualify the programs that you haven't qualified, you get your company in the best position possible, right? Instead of just working in an improvement plan that doesn't address your immediate needs, then we go and establish what we call disruptive changes. So here we look to do layout changes. We look to compress your operations to address the one-piece flow. Try to do not move material around. Don't be batching material. Don't create inventories on the floor. Just basically I'm gonna check out from my calendar as well. Let me just try to do that. So we address, as I said, all the biggest changes or disruptive changes are in infrastructure. Do what I said, one-piece flow, and in the one-piece flow, you will find the actual huge savings, because most of our is what we call the maximizing the manufacturing value add, and minimize or eliminate the non-value add activities. So this is what we do with those big events, and this is where we have in our network and ourselves a lot of experience to just really go and address how to make your operation really, really effective. And this is where the 30%, 20-30% of the savings comes from, right? All of this is understanding. Even when you start measuring, you start seeing improvement, awareness, and then you do containment and start benefiting your customers and doing some roadblocks elimination. But then in these disruptive changes, then you can start really saving money. You start cutting labor, cutting inventories, cutting lead time, manufacturing lead time. All of that is in this phase three, and this is where most of our program focus on. And then you establish the focus execution, which basically is monitoring your performance. Okay, you do the changes, and then you establish the scorecard. So you have the 10 key KPIs where you will find key business indicators, key process indicators, control. So you do a scorecard where basically you will see how your operation is performing. We start with 10 Those has to do, this comes from all these previous phases. We don't do randomly, but it comes from what you need to control to bring value to your customers, right? This is basically value to your customers. But then in this phase, we implement that, monitoring performance. So here is the program more breakdown on how this works. Basically, the self-assessment, we perform the audit, we establish a value stream map. No secrets, nothing new there. The part that is new is the approach that we take, because we are coaching your team in every step of the way, and we are giving them, we are basically establishing all that on your own website. We establish what we call like an intranet, where all the training, all the metrics, all the events are documented. And you can actually don't lose any of this knowledge, but you can actually be tapping to it every time, every new program, whatever it is. But so we do the value stream mapping, and then we establish then an awareness plan with the people. We establish the value stream mapping, value stream leaders that will perform the changes. And then we, as we said, the commit process, we establish what are the containment actions to make sure that you don't neglect your clients, and you start from day one or the initial events, improving your performance to them in on-time delivery, DPPMs or defects per million, and you start giving them what they pay for, right? Then we create, once we have all that, we create a future vision. Most of the other consultants, they go and jump into future vision without understanding the gaps that you have or understanding your current customer problems. So these are fed with these two big elements, right? These two big elements give you the possibility to just establish what are the future vision. And we go with the top three. We don't go and paralyze your operation with hundreds of projects or whatever. We give them a 3 top priorities, and we work on those in a quarterly basis. So you actually start moving the needle little by little, creating Kaizen, which is what really guarantees that this is not a just one time, but start implementing or establishing a culture. Then from there, we start doing the disruptive events. We teach your people how to manage projects and improvement projects, problem-solving tools for them. Then we help them to monitor and manage the production, and the team on the production line, all the production associates will contribute to the improvement of the operation. We establish a very standardized tracking system for not only the meetings and priorities, but also the managing all the production and the escalation, proper escalation. And as I said, the problem solving needed to address the issues on the day-to-day basis, in the hourly basis. And then we establish a score system, which is a tier 3, which is plan management will be involved in those improvements. And then the cycle restarts. This is basically our solution. We tailor this with basically 27 years doing this around the clock, and I think it's a proven solution. So our system, as I said, this is just one case. This customer was in Mexico City. We have developed for them a system that with the training material, all the implementation, all the action tracker. We provide the training material. We help with implementation and sustaining. We leave you with the intranet system that you can actually have under your control. We can give access by user, so you can actually have some of your clients connected to the system. It's tailored to your needs based on the process that I just described, and you will have all the records in place. And also we have even videos. All of our videos that is part of this training are in your same website, and you can actually access them anywhere in your device, in your phone, and people can have training basically as required. So basically, that's what we offer. And let me just conclude with telling you some of our clients, some of the stories here is that we are helped most of these clients to overcome their issues and basically doing it on the floor, working with your own teams and don't trying to but being in a collaborative spirit, right? Basically, I am Alvaro Espinosa. I want to just share with you that I've been doing manufacturing 20 plus years ago. Is starting to be a little embarrassing because it's 27 years now. Where I started, I put a book together with my one of my ex-bosses and ex-customers, John Duley is a super brilliant mind. He's one of my best friends, and he helped me to put together this book. Most of the narrative is a novel that describes a transition of a company that has had a challenge. It's a very entertaining reading, but also presents a roadmap. Some of the aspects that I describe in this presentation are also written in this book. You can find it in Fixing What Already Works, How to Make Good Organizations Great. Basically, we describe this roadmap to operational excellence. So take a look. We have been doing this for many years, and we want to be part of your journey and help you to continue your journey on this. Okay, so just to finalize, we have this plan that I just presented. We have it implemented in basically 6 months plan. It's all standard. As I said, we establish visits every other week to your facility. We have a big network. We have one of the best consultants in Mexico, for instance. There are separate company, COE, with one of the most brilliant people that I know in the lean industry. They use this exact system for their own practice. And also we have consultants in, as I said, in the United States and also in some areas in South America. What is next? If you think that this can be helpful, please review our website. You can just go. We have all the information there. We have even a more. This presentation is there. We also have some videos that explain how this works and what are the challenges that we see, as I described, and how you can start really saving now. So with that, please give us the opportunity to help you. Again, my name is Alvaro Espinosa, and please give us a call if you need anything. And you will find the information here is the telephone in the United States is 720-971-9969. Or drop us an email and we will be happy to assist you. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you next week with another video. Thank you so much and have a great day.